Good morning, Olive, Arlo, and Frank. Grandpop once again. Ew, this lady's got like a roach on her head. Maybe that's a dung beetle. We'll talk about some of this stuff as we get into the 12 plagues. Today we're going to pick up in chapter 6 of Exodus. Then the Lord said to Moses, what happened was Moses went to Pharaoh and said, let us go into the wilderness for 3 days to hold a feast for the Lord. And Pharaoh said, no, I'm going to make your life unbearable. Now the people are rebelling against Moses. Moses goes to the Lord and says, why are you causing all this trouble, God? He's kvetching, as they say in Yiddish. Then the Lord said to Moses, now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh. For compelled by my strong hand, he will release them, and by my strong hand, he will drive him out of the land. So he's like, not only are you going to get to leave, Pharaoh's going to make you leave. God spoke to Moses and said to him, I am the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as God Almighty. But by the name, the Lord, I was not known to them. So we're talking about God Almighty is El Shaddai in Hebrew. And that's what they called him. But he's telling Moses, just like he changed Jacob's name to Israel, now he's changing his own name. In the Bible, names connote relationships. And he's saying, well, they called me God Almighty. You're going to call me the Lord because I'm your Lord. I'm the Lord of your people. I'm the Lord who's going to take them out into the wilderness. And wait till you see the stuff he does when he gets them out there. So Yahweh, that's what he's going to be known as in Hebrew. I also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, where they were living as resident foreigners. I have also heard the groaning of the Israelites, whom the Egyptians are enslaving, and I have remembered my covenant. Now, once again, God doesn't forget. This is just it's a flowery way of saying it. Like I remembered it. Therefore tell the Israelites, I am the Lord. I will bring you out from your enslavement to the Egyptians. I will rescue you from the hard labor they impose, and I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great judgments. I will take you to myself for a people, and I will be your God. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God, who brought you out from your enslavement to the Egyptians. I will bring you to the land I swore to give to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it to you as a possession. I am the Lord. Moses told this to the Israelites, but they did not listen to him because of their discouragement and hard labor. So right now it looks like Pharaoh's winning. Then the Lord said to Moses, go tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, that he must release the Israelites from his land. But Moses replied to the Lord, if the Israelites did not listen to me, then how will Pharaoh listen to me, since I speak with difficulty? Let's switch through this. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and gave them a charge for the Israelites and Pharaoh, king of Egypt. to bring the Israelites out of the land of Egypt. These are the heads of the fathers' households. So now we're going to look at the genealogy. And the Bible's big on this, telling you who's involved, so that later on people knew who they were descended from. These are the heads of the fathers' households. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn son of Israel, were Hanoch and Palu, Hezron and Carmi. These were the clans of Reuben. The sons of Simeon were Jemuel, Jamin, Ohad, Jachin, Zohar, and Shaul, the son of a Canaanite woman. Those were the clans of Simeon. Now these are the names of the sons of Levi according to their records: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. And these names are going to come into play as the Levites become the priestly class, and they go out into the desert and start to set up the cult. And I don't mean like, oh, it's a cult. The cult of worship, how they worship. It's a different way to use that word. The sons of Gershon by their families were Libni and Shimei. So now they're going into more detail with the Levites because of that. The sons of Kohath were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The length of Kohath's life was 133 years. I don't know why they mentioned that. The sons of Merari were Mali and Mushi. Mali and Mushi. These were the clans of Levi according to their records. Amram married his father's sister Jochebed, and she bore him Aaron and Moses. So now we see why they're doing this, because Aaron and Moses are part of this Levite family. The length of Amram's life was 137 years. The sons of Izhar were Korah, Nepheg, and Zikri. The sons of Uzziel were Mishael, Elzaphan, and Sithri. Aaron married Elisheva, the daughter of Aminadab, and sister of Nashon, and she bore him Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. And we're going to see that they're going to become the priestly line, Aaron and his sons. Now Eleazar, son of Aaron, married one of the daughters of Putiel, and she bore him Phinehas, and he's going to come into play here. Hophni and Phinehas. These are the head of the fathers' households of Levi, according to their clans. It was the same Aaron and Moses to whom the Lord said, "Bring the Israelites out of the land of Egypt by their regiments." They were the men who were speaking to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, in order to bring the Israelites out of Egypt. It was the same Moses and Aaron. When the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt, he said to him, "I am the Lord. Tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I am telling you." But Moses said before the Lord, "Since I speak with difficulty, why should Pharaoh listen to me?" And we're going to jump into chapter 7 next time, where we're going to see God start to strike these plagues on Mizraim, on Egypt, and harden Pharaoh's heart, and eventually spring the children of Egypt from the land of, or the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, and send them on their 40-year journey to the land of Canaan. Until next time, peace out, guys.